Best things to do in LA. Let's get right into it. Luckily, I had my school best friend Parth as my local guide to see the city.
$60 का गैस भरा के चिपोटले पेलते हुए कोटागौर में
which made LA so much more fun. He knew the city and me too well to guide me see the different parts of the city.
What a lovely morning I've had. Morning, or is it afternoon? It's afternoon now. It's almost 1 p.m. and I'm headed to Venice Beach. And from there I'll be walking towards Santa Monica Pier. Yeah, the walk is about 2.5 kilometers or so. I've checked online. My Uber is going to be here. Kota has gone to work. He'll be back soon. When he's back, he's going to call me. When he's free, we're going to meet again soon. That's the update for now. Let's get this day started.
Have you been to LA if you haven't seen Venice Beach? What a vibe. It was a little chilly when I went there, but during the summers it's going to be so much more
Haley,
fun.
United again on the video.
See, now's the perfect. Oh shit!
Sorry. Yeah, now that.
Now's the perfect time to come to the beach at sunset.
Yep.
Everybody's out and it's still warm.
We have him here for about half an hour more, and then he's headed back to Seattle.
Like I had to layer up a little bit, but during summer, I mean, the vibe is going to be something else altogether. I mean, I had such a good time even in this a little bit of a winter, but the vibe, the people, the place, you get the vibe looking at this now. Best part about LA, it's got the best of both the worlds. Mountains, beaches, gardens, and all things chill. Then there is downtown, which has got its business-style tall buildings.
We've made it to downtown LA now. This part of the town is so different from Beverly Hills and Venice Beach and all the other places that I've seen. This reminds me of New York or BKC from Mumbai. This is more like business. That's the Walt Disney Hall right there, which looks phenomenal. And there's another building ahead of that which was looking very, very cool. Yeah, you can see it here. So yeah, downtown LA areas now.
My journey from Venice Beach went ahead to Santa Monica Pier,
Made it to Santa Monica, baby.
which I walked. It was a long walk, but I really loved it. There were beautiful houses on the right side, and there was the ocean on the left side, and you have a massive beach in the middle, and you have a great pathway. I mean, look at these streets, and people are so fascinating. You see such a different culture. There is this small theme park kind of a place at Santa Monica Pier. I would suggest it's only for the kids. It's we adults won't enjoy it as much, but it's a great scenery from there and a lot of things you can try to eat. Then comes up Griffith Park. This is the place where you can see the entire skyline of LA and also the famous Hollywood sign. Yes, this was the first time I saw it and I was mind blown. I really liked it.
Finally made it to the place where I can see the Hollywood sign.
I've been seeing it in movies and I've been reading about it, hearing about it all my life, and here I was looking at it. So it was an amazing moment for me.
How many times have you been here?
It's my third time.
Wow.
I'm a local now.
Local. There you go. Look at him. Look at him.
Pretty cool though, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I love this part.
That right in there is the Griffith Observatory.
Then next comes up Rodeo Drive. What do I even say about this place? It was fancy. Beverly Hills, California did not disappoint at all, showing itself as one of the most expensive places in the world. You had shops everywhere. I mean, very expensive shops. LA, Gucci, Prada, you name it. They had all the brands over there. And you could see the money in the air. We next headed to Walk of Fame. Walk of Fame was a little bit of a letdown, I would say.
We're at the Walk of Fame currently. The star and people's name is what makes this place what it is. But I've heard there are too many names on it, more than 500 or so. So it's lost that charm, I guess, of people who have their name written on it now.
I mean, I expected it to be fancy and a lot of things happening, but I saw a lot of druggies and the not so fancy part of LA. But just driving around the city is a vibe of its own. I mean, a lot of parts you see the ocean next to you, and the drive is so beautiful that you just don't want the journey to end. But because it's so enjoyable, rather than reaching the destination itself. So yeah, driving around LA, renting a car is one thing I would really recommend.
Cannot get enough of sunny California.
There's a 25-minute traffic jam, but we're in Malibu. LA is a world city. By world city, I mean you find cultures from everywhere around the world. You get food from everywhere around the world, and you just got to find the right places for it, and you will find what you need. The average high temperature of LA through the year is 26 to 28 degrees, with overnight lows near 15 to 17 degrees. It just is ideal. I mean, you just need one jacket at the max, even during the winters, and you're good. And otherwise, during the summers, I would really like the summers in LA a lot better. Also, one of the very nice parts of LA is there are so many other nice things close to it. There is San Francisco, which is up in the north. Then very close to it is Santa Barbara. Then there is Las Vegas, which is not too far. San Diego in the south is not too far. There's Skydive Paris, where I went to. That is one of the most closest drop zones close to LA, which made a lot of sense. Also, there's the military base jumping over there. So, I mean, the drop zone is absolutely amazing. Then there is Joshua Tree, the national park. We went to Joshua Tree. It is going to come up in the upcoming videos. Stay tuned for that.
The most fun bit of the trip begins. We have the boys here.
So yeah, this was my take on LA and how my time's been there. See you guys in the next one. If you like this, please do give it a like, share and subscribe. I will see you in the next one.